Hello guys, my name is Kaushik and welcome back to LetCode. In this video, we're going to learn three functions and I think that is very important. Okay, so we're going to learn the difference between inner text, inner HTML and the text content. So the code is going to be very simple, just you have to call the method and we can understand the difference. But I want to show you like how the development works and like how in real time that functions are used by the developer as well. Okay, so I believe as a tester, you should know at least little bit of HTML, CSS and JavaScript as well, so that you will have a depth knowledge of like how actually the page are getting rendered. If you know the tricks behind the or if you know the code base behind the scene, like how actually it generates, then using the same functions we can actually do the testing as well. Okay, so let's go and start now. So already I have created all the code, so I'm just going to give you like walkthrough. Okay, it's not going to be like step by step. Okay, and yeah, so here we have a HTML file, and apart from that I have one CSS file, that is like Spectre CSS. I just downloaded it from the internet. So CSS just for styling, you know that, so that's not a big deal. So here is our page. Okay, so here is like with some spelling mistake, obviously. Let me change that. Different, what is the difference? Yeah, so this is the page. Like we have like different types of text properties. We are going to explore that, and here we have like text content, inner HTML and inner text. Okay, three functions we have. Now let's see how to use those functions in the web page, like in the development process, how that is useful. Okay, so here we have a just a simple body with some div, and with the within the div another div, and within that we have like the h1 tag, the p tag, and what we have to focus here is basically these buttons. Okay, so we have like three buttons with one is text content, inner text, and another one is HTML, inner HTML. Okay, so three buttons. Whenever I click on that button, what I'm doing is basically here we have like p tag with id called attach. Okay, so I have just written a script here, like I'm fetching all the text content, inner text, and the inner HTML, that is the IDs of the button. Okay, and based on that I'm adding the event listener. So whenever I click on TC is nothing but the text content. So whenever I click on that button, I'm saying like text content dot text. So this text is basically here I have, right? So within the backticks like hey, and I have a tag name, basically strong as a tag name, and there, and then another span, another tag, within that some text and the closing span tag. Okay, similarly I have added for the inner text button and the inner HTML button. Okay, and then here I have used the same following functions like inner text content, inner HTML, and the inner text. Okay, and here I'm using this span tag, right? So this span tag is basically hidden. So here you can see within the HTML style I have said like display equal to none. Okay, so that is the simple HTML file. Now let's see the output. So here I have the text content, inner text, and the inner HTML. So when I click on that, of course, it's going to listener. I mean, based on the event listener click action, it's going to do the attach. Okay. So let me open the inspect element, the DOM basically, and let me increase the font size. Okay, so here this is basically where the p tag is going to be. As of now it's empty, so here you can see PID equal to attach, and it has empty, no text is there, nothing is there, right? So when I click on this inner HTML, what will happen means the text whatever I have given here, right? So here I have given like hey, within the strong tag I have like there, and then the span am I visible, but span is globally set to be hidden, display equal to none, that means it will not visible, right? So here you can see like we got the exact same thing. So hey, and there is basically bold. So strong tag means it will look something like bold. Okay, so if I expand this attach now, here you can see we got the first text hey, and then the strong, that is there I have given there, and span am I visible, but it is not visible on the UI because of course the property, right? So here you can see within the style tab, the span display has the property none. If I uncheck this, you can probably see that on the UI like it's reflecting here, but of course by default it is set to none, that means we cannot see. Okay, and then we have the inner text. Inner text, if I click on that, you can see that like whatever the text is there, it is going to attach as a string. Okay, here actually this text is a string only, but within that we have like some kind of tags, like we have strong, we have the span. So when I say dot inner HTML, it is going to consider, like it will check for the brackets and it will consider that, hey, this is a tag, element tag, so I will act according to that. But when I say inner text, basically it's going to just add it as a string, just a string. So here you can see PID attach and just a string. Okay, so there is nothing much here. Now if I click on the text content, I have clicked, actually nothing changed because both plays the same role, but there is a difference when we try to retrieve that. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, so I believe you understood the difference between inner HTML and inner text as of now. I will tell you the difference between text content and inner text now. Okay, so let's go to our editor, and here I have the types of text spec. Basically we have the test. Okay, and as usual the same code, same from the Playwright, just I have used the new features like steps, and that's it. Okay, so before each and every test, actually I'm not using any hooks, but before each and every step, the first line is this. So obviously it will go like line by line. So first line, it's like I'm going to that particular index.html that is hosted in my local host. Okay, and then the first one is inner HTML, where I'm using the function inner HTML and I'm just consoling the, logging in the console. Okay, same for like inner text and the text content. Okay, now the interesting thing here is before every steps I'm clicking on this inner HTML. Why? Because of course we don't see mostly like this in the DOM, like for the testing purpose this is fine. Okay, so here we have like text, we have some elements with tags, and again something with hidden, right? So I'm going to click on this before each and everything. I'm going to click on this before each and every step. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to show you the difference, like when we say text content or inner text or inner HTML, how this is going to give us the output. Okay, because of course it's a Playwright, we should know that. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my terminal and I'm going to say npm test. That should run this particular file. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here almost completed. I think that's very quick. Okay, so it took like 8 seconds. Okay, now let me expand this, and here you can see that we have like inner HTML first, which says hey strong, there strong and span, and within that it says like am I visible. That means inner HTML, right? So if I go back here and here, if I inspect, you can see like we are trying to get this, right? ID equal to attach, we are trying to get this one. So here what I have done is like locator of attach. Okay, that ID, from there I'm taking the data. Okay, now this one you can see like we have hey, which is the string text and the tag name and the tag name. This is hidden, so of course we cannot see on the UI. So when I say inner HTML, that means it is going to actually take the HTML, like within the DOM whatever we have, this is going to be taken. Okay, now let's go back, and here you can see the next one is the inner text. Inner text means like whatever the text there, hey there is the text, right? So here you can see hey there is there, right? So we are getting the same text, right? What is the text content? So when I say text content, that means you can see hey there am I visible. That means I'm getting the data that is there in the DOM, as well as like the visible and the invisible data also we are getting. Okay, so inner HTML means it will just give you the HTML, like whatever there on the DOM it will give us, and inner text means it will show the text that is visible in the UI, and text contents means it will show you the visible portion as well as the non-visible portion. Okay, so that is the difference between inner HTML, inner text and the inner text content. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, and it's very easy. The reason I did this video like this is basically just to make you aware that you should also know few of the HTML, CSS, JavaScript properties as well, so that we can use those functions very easily with the help of any automation tool. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this. If so, do let me know in the comments, and if you are new to the channel, kindly do the subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one very soon. Tata, bye bye, take care. If you have any queries, please feel free to ask in the comments, and also we are now on Discord, so link will be in the description. You can join our Discord as well. Okay, thank you, tata, bye bye.